Hi guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Savannah, and it's been a little while. I think my last video was in the middle of May for Stitch Mania, and then the beginning of June happened, and it was just, I don't know, I had a whole bunch of stuff going on in the beginning of June, so I forgot to make a video, and then by the time I remembered, I was just like, I don't want to. I feel like it would throw off how I plan, I suppose. I don't know. So I'm picking it up here. I will show you everything from June that I have on my spreadsheet on my computer. I know I'm so orange. Okay, so the lighting is terrible and I apologize for that. That doesn't make it any better. No. So we're just going to leave it as I'm orange today, but I'm not, I promise. I'm just, anyway, so I'm just going to go over what I have, that I have on my spreadsheets from June. Okay, sorry, I got sidetracked there. It's just because I actually looked at myself in the camera and I was like, whoa. Anyways, so I'll show you what I have finished. This is called July 4th, and it's a freebie by Plum Street Samplers. Oh, this is what it looks like. Granted, the pattern actually has the words July 4th underneath this flag, but I didn't want to put that on there. I just wanted this flag. So this is one, and I feel like it took me forever to stitch. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I guess I didn't, hold on. This is, I don't even know where this, oh, I guess I finished this at the end of May. My bad. It says I started this, whoa. Okay, my tripod is busted. It will not tighten. I don't know what happened to it, but sorry. If it happens again, I'm sorry. I started this May 16th, and I did not finish this until May 31st. If I go back in here, there were a lot of days in May where I did not stitch. I don't know what happened. There was just a lot of days I did not stitch in May. Just didn't get a chance, not even before bed. Like, we were out late almost several nights, like, in a row, which is not my cup of tea. Anyway, so I stitched this. It took forever. It must be just because of the large blocks of color. This took forever. I did this little finish pillow. I meant to make this smaller, but I was kind of winging it, and I knew I wanted to put this little rope around it. So I figured at one point I would add some buttons over here, but I have not found buttons. It has not been a priority. So this just sits on my little cheer tray that I have in my dining room. I have that one. And then I have Be Free, which I realized that I did not put any information down on my spreadsheet. So I don't know how many days this took. I don't know when I started. I don't know when I finished. But it's called Be Free. It was a freebie, I think, from Barbara Anna, but I could be completely wrong. I just thought it was cute. So it's this little, both of these are stitched on 16 count Aida that I had, coffee tea dyed a long time ago, so I have a big scrap of it, so I was just like, okay, let's just use that. And then I have this this little pinwheel that I sewed together just, just to see how it looked. And then I was like, oh, I could use that for the back of this. That's perfect. So yeah, little pinwheel square on this. Again, like I said, I have no clue because I did not write it down at all, which kind of sucks. I didn't realize I didn't do that. I think it only took me, either took me 1 day or 2 days. I mean, it's super little. So anyways, there's that. Those are my two relatively beginning of the month finishes. Yeah, well, end of May. I think this one was the beginning of June. And then I worked on my Game of Thrones piece. It looks like this. I wanted to get my second page finished. I don't know why, but I just had the, and I know why. It's because I actually started it after Stitch Mania. When I was done with Stitch Mania, I picked up this, and I kept going through until June 13th was when I finally finished the page. But it looks like this. Sorry for the glare. I'm trying to not. I found this picture. Oh, this picture was an ad. It was an ad for this on Facebook, like for a poster. And I was like, wow, that'd be fun to stitch. I'm like, so I had the picture converted into a pattern. And yeah, it would have been cheaper just to buy the and quicker just to buy the poster, but nope, I wanted to stitch it. So it's gonna be poster size. I'm stitching on 28 count easy guide even weave, and it's in my little Game of Thrones project envelope that I made. I got page 2 finished, and there we are. It was really a struggle to get that page finished. I don't know, it's because there was nothing interesting to look forward to. It was a real struggle. You can see I started down here on the next page because I'm going to come down because there's a little bit of a shoulder right in this area, so I'm pretty excited to get that, because then I can just, you know, do that, and then I'll do the next page down, and then I'll go up, because then there's the mountain. I'll show you. I should have probably left this out. His character's name is the Mountain, but he's this guy right here. So I'll get his shoulder bit. I don't know how far down it goes, maybe here. I'll get a shoulder bit done, and then I'll start on here, this page, and then I'll come up and I'll be able to get that. And then obviously another super boring page of background. That's not fun. So let me put this back here. One more show. This is where I am. So this page I did all, kind of did it color by color, but I did it in columns. So I would do all the one color in that column, and then I'd come back up this way and then this way. Then this page I did parking diagonally. So I'd do, you know, I'd do all the color in this block, and then I'd come and do all the color in this block. So color by color, but parking at the same time, if that makes any sense. I like that method. And then I got the easy PDF reader thing on my tablet, which is an Android tablet. I purchased it, and I found out I could search by symbol, and so I figured I would try that page, this page, color by color, by, you know, for searching symbol. It might be, I don't know, I just wanted to see which I liked better. And then this is how it should be. This, you see this big, it'll probably be that big. I'm pretty sure it's that big. The whole fabric, poster size, like I said. So we'll see. That's going to take millions of years. Next, I worked on my Soda Stitch. For some reason in my head, I thought I had this set as a Year of Whips piece, and so I was like, oh, I should get working on that. So I picked it up and I finished the little Korean girl. Isn't she cute? She's my favorite, of course, because I lived in Korea for 5 years, or nearly 5 years. So she's wearing a beautiful hanbok. And then I believe this is the Namdaemun Gate, which I used to visit quite, or well, I live near it, so I'd see it all the time. When I was living in Korea, there was an incident where it caught on fire, so it was closed down for a while. And when they close down something, they put up big walls so you can't even see it. So you can't see the construction or anything like that while it's being fixed. Like, they just put up big walls all the way around it. Anyways, yeah. Love how that turned out. The back stitching, of course, makes it look fantastic. Anyway, so I got her finished, and then I looked on my... I decided to check my notes and realized that this pattern, which I'm sorry I did not show you, is called World Collections by Soda Stitch. It is not a Year of Whips piece for me. So I'm like, well, I guess I should put it down and work on something that's more important. So yeah, I'm gonna stitch mine in sort of like this. I mean, this is with the boys, but I'll have 4 girls on top and 4 girls on bottom, so I don't have a one long giant piece to worry about. You know, I don't want to figure out how to frame that or finish it when it's done. If it's, you know, shorter, then it might be easier to figure it out. But yeah, Netherlands is next. She's a cutie. This is on 28 count Monaco from Hobby Lobby when they used to sell it in the boxes. You know, my Hobby Lobby does not carry it anymore, so I am very sad. This only took, well, I had her hat and most of her face done, but from there it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, 1 week to completely finish her. Okay. Sorry. And then I decided to splurge on some Lizzie Kates, and I got buzzy string, and I got the kitty string, because I was like, well, can't just get the buzzy string, so might as well get this before I can't get it, because this has been on my wish list for at least over a year now. So I'm just like, okay, let's get that. And I figured, you know what, I really want to try this polka dot fabric, so I got that, and I got just, you know, a little piece. Was this like, what is this, 13 by 18? It says it's a 32 count petite point raw white Belfast linen. It's the polka dot stuff. So I did, I did the buzzy string. I finished that. It took me 5 days with a little break, like 2-day break in between. Probably a weekend, because I don't sit down at my desk at all on the weekends because so busy. Anyways, finished that. I figured I'm going to put the kitty string below. I just ordered Christmas one, I think. The Christmas themed one. And I'm going to put that one on here as well, because then I can just, you know, cut them, finish them. You know, I'm not going to waste all this fabric. Honestly, I should have started up a 1/2 inch more, because I really only need, the way I figured I'm going to finish this, I'll leave a little bit, like 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch of fabric showing, and then the rest of it will be flipped around. So if I took 1 inch, then I would only need a 1/2 inch to finish it off. You know, I don't like wasting fabric at all. I hate it. I push it. I will push it. Especially if I know how I'm going to finish it when I'm done, I will push it. It makes it kind of difficult with, you know, Q-snaps and hoops and stuff like that. Because I think I had to stitch this in hand, because there was no way I was going to get a Q-snap on to hold this and be able to stitch it. So I think I stitched this all in hand, but yeah, I push it because I don't want to waste fabric. If I can use fabric for multiple things, I will. So whenever I get up to it, I will start stitching the kitty string, which, you know, looks like that. And then I decided I needed to work on one of my Year of Whips pieces, and a lot of them are, you know, boring. I don't want to work on them. I want to work on other things, kind of thing. And I was gonna go with my oldest whip first, because that's a Year whip, so I want to get my oldest whip done. But is the Advent Animals from Brooks Books, and I just can't bring myself to. I don't know if I'm going to UFO it or if I'll just, you know, because I started that back in November of 2015. It's 2018, and I'm still nowhere done. I think I'm just over halfway. And I can't bring it in me to stitch those. It sucks. Anyway, so I picked the next. Let me see. Well, I didn't pick the next one, they're my next oldest, but I picked my third oldest whip. I figured, okay, well, let's try to knock that out, or at least get a little bit more done. So that was my Jingle series by Lizzie Kate. Pull out the ones that I have worked on. Okay. So it will look like this when finished, because I'm doing all of them like that. Gosh, why won't this focus? Because my face? I can't see. So it'll look like that one's finished, and I have, since I picked it up, or picked it back up, I should say, on the 21st of June, I have completed Cheer. This one has its plastic coating on it. Wait till December 25th. And I am almost finished with Mary. I just have this last band down here to do, which I'll show you right now. Oh, I should probably pull this off the Q snap so I can show you. Oh, it's tough. See, look, I'm pushing it. I barely have it on there, but with my Lowry stand clamp holding it, it's not too much of a problem. That's stuck in there. Sorry guys. So this is what it looks like so far. I should just fold this in half. So I finished Cheer. Wait till December 25th, and there's little extra bits from the freebie border. I noticed that I messed up lining this up. My cat's being weird. I don't like the, I don't have it. The freebie, you know, that is to figure out how to line these up or whatever in a little bit. I don't like that. I wish she would have made some indication where to start your next pattern, because these two are off. This should have been up one more stitch, I think, one or two actually, and then I think it was the same with this. This one is off from this by one stitch. Yeah, because they're supposed to only be, yeah, it's off. I think it's off because I put Cheer, or, you know, because everything else got off. There's only supposed to be one stitch between these two. There's two, because there's supposed to be one stitch between the tree trunk and this white border. And so I'm just like, oh crap. So I don't know how many stitches to put in between here when you know, like when you start the next thing. I have no, or how many stitches you're supposed to put. I'm kind of guessing by like squinting real hard and trying to see what this shows me, but it would have been nice if she put some indication on the little freebie thing that lets you know, just to make it easier. So yeah, I need to finish this last one, and then Mary will be done. Oh, I should say I gotta put in the little trunk and finish the little white right there. I haven't put any beads or buttons on these ones because I am using the Q-snap. When I stitched these two the first time, I did them in hand. I did not use the Q-snap, so I just added the buttons and the beads right then and there. But when I got down, I figured I want to use the Q-snap, so yeah. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. So yeah, that's what I'm working on now. I think I'm going to just try for a finish. You know, I'm just going to use this as my focus piece until it's finished. Because I have, or after that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, so 6. I'm halfway done. Because I got this one and then all the rest right here. We'll see. We'll see if I get, you know, hopefully I won't get burnt out. I can just knock them out. They don't take very long, you know, to stitch them if I'm motivated enough. That one needs to stay out. oh, that is a, sorry, I guess I forgot to tell you the fabric. It says a 32 count Murano in mushroom. I don't know, I bought this from my LNS a couple of years ago. And what's nice is that, you know, you see that fits on half. I wanted to do the Halloween, tingles on the other side. But, you know, when Lizzie Kate decided she was going to retire, I gave the patterns, you know, the tingle patterns, a closer look. And I realized I don't think I want to do those. But I might still want to do the Halloween Rules by Lizzie Kate, if it would fit on the other side. So I'm debating if I should try to, you know, do a trade for all these for the Halloween Rules set, or just sell these and then try to buy the other ones. I don't know. We'll see when the time comes. I figured it's not something I need to worry about right now. I'm gonna wait till I'm done with Jingles before I make any decisions. And that is it for the month of June. Oh, I need to mark those too. So into July. Some of you might know of the 100 Days of Hade challenge that is on the Stitch Talk group page. I'm not entirely sure. I'm new to it. Jessie Marie, I know she has more information on it in her latest video, so you can go watch her. She's a better talker than I am. she has her information, her stuff. She's good at it. Anyways, so I don't have any Hades. I have never bought a Hade. It's not that I would say it's not my thing, but I've started my Game of Thrones piece, so I'm not opposed to full coverage pieces. It's just I don't need to buy a ton or even start one right now when I have enough going on. So I can't officially participate in the challenge, but I like the idea behind it, so I'm just doing it willy-nilly on my own. You know, I wasn't able to register or be a part of like the, you know, if you win or something like that. Anyway, so I was debating between my Hyrule Light World map and my Game of Thrones piece. I have a black and white copy only. I really need to get a colored copy so I can show you guys. This is the Hyrule Light World map. If you're anywhere or any way familiar with The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, it's the Super Nintendo version of Zelda. It's my favorite game of all time. I got it from Pixel Comfort on Etsy. Anyway, so it was either this one or, because this is a Year of Whips piece and so is my Game of Thrones piece. They're both Year of Whips pieces. This is, my goal for this one is to finish the entire pattern. For Game of Thrones, it's only finish 2 more pages, which is doable, I figured. Anyways, so yesterday I needed to track day 0 for the challenge. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think exactly how I'm trying to say this, but like yesterday, July 1st, you're supposed to track day 0 for the thing, so I had to make a decision, which pattern am I going to work on? And when I was doing it, I wasn't thinking completely straight. I could have picked the Game of Thrones one, but when I looked at it, I was like, oh crap, you know, I started this as a color by color kind of thing for this page, so I can't I can't physically see that I did 100 stitches in a day or 200 stitches in a day. Because again, I liked how Jessie Marie said she was possibly going to do it, maybe 1 block, which is 100 stitches a day, and then that, you know, you can get a significant amount done in 100 days. I like that idea. I was like, ooh, this could give me really good progress on a pattern. But when I looked at that, I was like, oh, you know, my Game of Thrones, I was like, oh crap, I can't do that, you know? So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go with my Hyrule Light World map, because I had started the next page, square by square, you know, in a diagonal. Granted, my pattern is broken up into 5 by 5 squares, so this only 25 stitches, but I figured if I could do 4 of those a day, that's 100 stitches still, so it won't be so hard. So I picked up this one hoping I can get it done, and then Jessie Marie commented on my Instagram story. She's like, just do it for 50 days and then you can do the other one for the other 50 days. And I'm like, then when I was thinking about it this morning, I'm like, you know what, I don't need to track how many stitches I've done on my Game of Thrones piece. Just put a stitch in a day, or as many as I can in a day for the last 50 days of the challenge. So that is probably what I'm going to do, because I need progress on that one too. That one's going to take, like I said, years, probably a billion years. So this is where I am. I believe this is like right up to the edge when I moved it over yesterday to put it on the Q-snap. So I got this page, and then there's one more. I'm going to do the last page on this side so I can trim my fabric, because on there, you don't understand, there's like enough fabric on this side to do a second map, which will probably be designated to the Dark World version of this. And I haven't done any of the top row, because there's just the top row and then the bottom row, so it's not that much. So hopefully, actually right before I filmed this, or started filming this, I was actually going to go ahead and start putting some stitches in, because I'll just do this maybe during the day if I have time, and then so I can work on my jingles in the evening and give it the nice 2 hours that it needs. So yeah, this is where I'm going to start. This is my day 0. I haven't put anything in, so today is day 1. Do I need to put pictures for every single day? I probably will on my Instagram, because that's just what I do, but yeah, I probably should. But yeah, there we go. Do you like my needle minder? There's a little link, stained glass link. It was from Sleepy Kitten Stitches. Oh my gosh. Sunspot Creations, my bad. Sunspot Creations, you know, right before she went, not out of business, but she shut down her business, so I snatched this one up. This one came with the grime guard that I got from Stormborn Boutique, and it's a little Zelda Link print. I was like, yeah! And I have everything, of course, in my... You like that? I like to go all out. If I know the pattern is going to be in a bag for a long time, I'll go ahead and try to make the theme for it. Other than that, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry, I'm tired. So yeah, I couldn't find a yellow triangle, so, you know, yellow-green. You know, like neon green. That works, right? Triangles for the Triforce. So yeah, that's it. That's it for June. That's it for my plans for July. I mean, things change, you know. I would show haul, but when I get my stuff in the mail, I immediately rip it open and use it or put it away, or, you know, so I don't remember exactly what has been haul and what has not been haul. So, I don't show that. So, sorry. That is it from me. I don't need to talk anymore because I'm about to hit 30 minutes. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Thank you. Bye.